Hello, welcome back, Box1 here. Today we're going to be looking at this LEGO Fabuland set from 1982. This is Rufus Rabbit, as it says, and it comes with, well, Rufus Rabbit, and 3 accessories, being a basket for him to hold on his back, and 2 breadsticks. This is actually where that breadstick piece originates in Fabuland, which is kind of interesting. You may not have known that, but it's a pretty cool set from 1982, and yeah, we're going to get into the figure, the accessories, and then finally the packaging, which also has something pretty interesting about it. The figure in the set, being Rufus Rabbit, is, well, a rabbit, and he has long ears, something you may not have been able to tell in the thumbnail or when viewing him from above, but they go out backwards, and they look pretty good, actually. It does look like a rabbit's head, with the face also going down like that, and it looks pretty cool. He's just a rabbit, of course, and he has that older Fabuland eyes on him, and of course red legs and arms and the yellow torso. He does he does also have a back here, which you can see you could put something around, and that's where the basket comes in. It is in this very nice Fabuland orange color, which is, as you can guess, where that color originates, and it comes in a couple of other themes, but this is where it mainly is, and it can just go around his neck. And this is what he looks like with the basket. Makes him a bit unstable. He can't go like this because it's rounded at the bottom, or at the edge there, at the back. And yeah, places his center of gravity also a little back, which makes him a bit harder to stand up. But on a studded base, he works perfectly fine, and he looks very good with it, actually. I quite like how that looks. The 2 bread you get in this set are just the simple baguette bread pieces, or the long breads, and they've been with LEGO for a long time. As I said, you get 2. He can either hold them, or you can actually put him in the basket, which is what the basket's for. Pretty cool, if it doesn't fall out. But yeah, very, very nice, and I think that actually looks very good for that figure. But now that we looked at the figure, which is pretty interesting, at least to me, we can get on to the box, or the lack thereof, I guess. The packaging for this set is very different from what you may see in modern sets, in that it's actually just on a card, and this would actually have a large plastic piece at the bottom, which will be on screen, yeah, it looks very odd, but the bottom piece would hold the actual figure and the accessories, and the top stuff would basically just show off what was actually in there. On the back of this, it shows another Fabuland setup with a bunch of the other sets of the time, and on the inside, it shows some more stuff with Rufus Rabbit, as you can see, and tells a little bit about him. It says, Rufus Rabbit is a delivery boy. Rufus runs so fast that when he delivers bread from the bakery, the bread is still warm in his basket. Pretty cool little thing. I like how they give you a little backstory for the character, and I think that works very well for these little things. But yeah, it's just a simple folding thing here, and you'd actually just rip off the plastic bit at the bottom. In this case, it's not done very well. As you can see, this one's actually probably my worst condition little thing here, but it's a simple, like, rip tab there it's meant to be ripped off. But yeah, pretty cool. But yeah, I do hope you enjoyed. I thought that was a pretty interesting little set. It definitely is a pretty cool one, at least. And I quite like the figure for it. I think that's probably, obviously, the main focus of the set, but it's pretty cool. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Next time will be the last Fabuland set that I have to review, or at least last individual one, which is the Ricky Raccoon, I believe it's called. And it's actually quite older one. It's 1979, getting into the 70s with this one. But yeah, I do hope you enjoyed. I shall see you next time, and goodbye.